Right, good evening and welcome to Black Country Blitz here on this Saturday night. Right, while I just sort out the live stream, it always comes up as being a live in a few hours when actually it's live now. Anyway, we've had a day at doing Wreckfest, and today, no, it's still a come up as being live. That wants to go back and do one, so hold on. You gotta love YouTube for this. Right, I'm live now according to that. Yep, I can see myself, I can see the live chat. Right, where are we in the world? Let's find out. Right, where are we? We am in Kenilworth, or Kenwick, wherever that is in America. I have no idea. I don't even know what state it's in, but that's where we am. So we're going to pick a job from there. I'm going to drive to this new destination first and see what jobs we've got. Now, I've been playing Wreckfest most of today, but it always is nice to come back and play a game with with TrackIR,
turn right,
and one with my shaker cushion. I do miss playing games that don't support it, and it is nice to do that.
get ready to turn right.
And I could beat a little bit of Euro truck, American trucks, even though it's exactly the same. Now, I had a few problems last week. Of course, when they update any of the new things from CSC software, it always messes up with any mods that you've got disabled or enabled. And again, it don't specifically say, oh, by the way, it's this mod that's causing the confliction. So basically you have to go through and delete, load up the game. If it crashes, then you take it out, and so on until you find the one. Now, I think I've solved the problem. I've had no issues since, and I've really not had to get rid of anything major. I thought is when I'd made this Kenworth truck, because before I used to have problems with having no sound in a truck. And again, reading forums and different things, if you met the truck with your problem, delete the truck, sell it, whatever, and then start again. You should get your game back to how it was with proper sound and that. So now, there's anything wrong with this traffic mod is where we would in general pull out, these will not poke their nose out. So you could be sitting there for hours on end waiting for traffic to go. It does add realism, because you do get stuck behind traffic like this in the real world, but it's good when you got a trailer. Yeah, until there's a nice decent break in that traffic, these cars are going nowhere. So trust me to pull out of that place expecting to go. So I'm going to test my buttons. Oh god, is that the best they can do for horns? Oh well. Anyway, must have worked because they've heard me, and I'm going again. Now we got to wait now for this to go. So while he's waiting, I'm gonna change my wheel. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually put this on oh, come here. Put it on S3, because I've had my... Oh, I don't want the radio on. Why has that gone into radio? Oh, I don't want no music on. I've put fantastic settings in for my what you call it, Wreckfest today. I don't really want to lose them settings, so I'll set my indicator off. I've put these in setting 3 on the Fanatec wheel. Now that's something you can do with it. May as well put my parking brake on so I can take my feet off the pedals, get my vape and have a little vape while I'm waiting for my traffic to disappear. It's going to be a long stream. Oh dear. Now if you do follow the channel, you will know that in 5 weeks time I'm going to be able to throw every game I've got at you, as I'm having a brand new PC. And Jesus, them sirens unload. Looking at the specs, it looks like it's going to be an Intel i9 990 with a 2080 Ti graphics card. I don't have to max it out for the full 64 gig of RAM. It's coming with 16. I might up it to 32. While they'll build it, you know, what's a couple of sticks of RAM. That way, if I do up it to the full maximum, it will be coming with a M.2 drive as well. I might throw a 2 terabyte in, but I hate to be worried about the other external hard drives, because all these games I'm playing now run off a 10 terabyte hard drive. So if the worst comes to worst, I'll get another 10 terabyte. It's easier and I can run these games sweetly off it as well. Again, it would be nice running them off a M.2 drive, but the price of... Ooh, they like that. Them M.2 drives fairly dear for what they am. Again, you aren't paying for what you get, but I ain't worried about speed, to be fair, and trust this copper to be turning bloody left. I'm going to be here waiting ages now. Go on, whack the sirens on. As long as I can get the resolution out to you and stream with OBS, and like the textures I'm playing with this at the moment, they're only at 150, so I do intend to put quite a lot of mods on here and have these textures running at 400, as there's a few of the maps I want to try here for American, and of course with the Euro trucks as well. Can't wait to run that with pro mods on. Natural looks, whack everything on the maximum settings possible. That way I know everything should be good to go. But like, let's get in the PC. So once I've got it, hey, that police car's done its business. Again, I will stutter. I keep stuttering every so often. It's, you know, it bugs the life out of me. As when I bought this game, I was gaming on my other PC, which again could handle everything I throw at it with my 1080 Ti. But again, I was playing on a 4K TV. And then I bought a Fanatec wheel and everything changed. So, to make sure I can play it, now my wheel's a little bit stiff at the moment. So right, I've just changed settings on the fly. Again, I can handle that little bit of stiffness in the wheel. That's the lovely of a Fanatec wheel. If anybody's sitting on the fence about buying one, then trust me on that, you won't regret it. If money ain't an issue, because again, they ain't exactly cheap. I seen a Twitch today, a tweet about Fanatec selling carbon gear knobs for their gear shifter. I think everybody's got a bit mad
Keep right.
over
And
it.
then exit right.
Charging you, I don't know how many dollars it was or what currency they use. I think it's euro. About, you know, Black Friday, drop the price of your gear.
Keep right.
Who wants
And then turn right.
a knob for a carbon fibre gear knob? I did find it funny, you know.
Turn right.
I know we all want something for nothing, but some people want everything for nothing, you know. Get your money out. You know, nothing comes for free in this world. Everything has a price. And again, when you're buying something like this Fanatec gear, you ain't getting cheap, nasty, you know, plastic. Without mentioning any other companies. That's a clue. You know, you're buying an investment we saw last year. A lot longer. Anyway, I'm driving to this other destination. Now, if there's anything I dislike about these Kenwoods, I can't see how fast I'm going in digital. I like to know how fast I'm going, and I wish the dashboard clocks in this game showed you speed. Yeah, I know we've got it on the you know, in front of it, but I don't like to speed with it. You know, drive it where it's supposed to be. Again, I have took all the fines off, because I must admit I do put my foot to the floor occasionally. But you know, today I'm doing the 45, as it says. It's a 45-mile road. Now, was that my turning or is this my turning? I'll take the next one, because I don't want to be driving past where we're going. So I'll take this next one.
Arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
And to be sitting here and having more bump and bump everywhere about. Now I've got to find the sign, which I'm assuming will be back down here. But here it is. And I hope after driving this distance there's a job for me. Right. Let's have a look. Is that? Oh, I thought it was going to say no jobs then. Right, we are going too far, so I'm going to Kenworth to Spocken. And that's going even less. Some of them are about the same, so we'll take the longest one of the two. So it's some kind of tractor. And I've stalled again. Once we find out where we are. Right, let's get in a better gear. Right, let's get in that 7th. Let's get into 3rd. Try again, eh? And we've got to find out where it's situated. I think it's next to that. Yep, it is. So we can, again, turn round a bit more. Without it in the tree, although I ain't too worried about it in the tree. Get it lined up. It looks an heavy load anyway. And here we go. The key to, and that's the trailers configured. It's amazing when you pull things out. The keys. I've actually ordering, I think it's called, which control my button box and also control me handbrake. When you disconnect one, you get to the different one. Oh. Anyway, let's try that again, shall we? There we go. The fifth wheel is now activated. Trail is connected, and it's time to take it on this short little journey wherever we am delivering to. Now I probably could have picked a welder truck jobs as I'm in the place for them, but of course I've got extended maps, modified maps on this one, so sometimes you might go down a road or something that the game might not like, so I tend to keep away from welder truck jobs while I've got these extended modded maps on. But again, it really opens up a new world for American trucks with them. If anybody wants to know about them, give me a shout and I'll point you in the right direction on where you can get them for American trucks. Oops. Nah, this is going to be a little bit tricky. I remember trying to do something like that with a mouse when we first got American trucks and Euro trucks, and you'd be crashing. That's the love of having some kind of tracking, whether it be TrackIR tracking or this TrackIR again, or better still, VR. Again, I don't see many videos on YouTube with people doing VR in American trucks or Euro trucks. I have seen a few, but not many. It would be nice to see a few. That way, you know, you can sort of like make up your mind to think, well, you know, I want to go down that road of having VR. I mean, it's something I want to look into and eventually purchase, but I don't know what to do at the moment. I don't have to keep my money and wait a little bit longer till they sort of iron out all the little problems that VR headsets are having at the moment. Again, you think technology these days, they'd nail it on the head. Anyway, what are we looking at here? We've got a car coming in. Nothing after him. I mean, to say this A, oh here we go. To say this A VR with the TrackIR, you know, you do virtually, it's more better than TrackIR tracking ever was. I will do a review of the both, so yourselves out there can make up your mind about. Oh well, I've just disabled the. Have I put that wheel back on? You know, some might like the idea of using their eyes to control stuff. Again, it all comes down basically to monitor sizes as well as. Is he letting me go? Come on then. What are you doing? Certain size monitors I accepted with TrackIR tracking. They need to go up to a certain size monitor. So if you're like myself or anybody that's got bigger monitors than, I think it's over 30, it's a no-no. So if you are going down the route of VR, then TrackIR is a good alternative. Easy to use, easy to set up. Again, all you have to do is wear something, which again, most of us wear headphones anyway when gaming. So having one extra wire come out the side of your head ain't a major problem. And why do we let me go? Thank you. Some of these computer generated cars, they're just so slow, they don't give way for you, and if you don't give way for you at any time, no matter what. You can signal all day long, I just don't let you in. And then sometimes when you don't want them to give way, they give way to you. So anyway, let's get the speed up now. 60-mile road. I think this is 2 hours 43 minutes of a journey time. Now it's just coming up for 7:30 here in the UK. So what I'm going to do is stream till about, I don't know, 8:30. Let's have an hour stream here on Euro. American Trucks, keep saying Euro. You know what I mean, folks, exactly the same game, it's just under a different name, and it still trucking. So if I do say Euro, I do mean American. And I probably might do a stream later of American Trucks. I had done, here we go now, of Euro Trucks should I say. I had done Euro for a couple of days. What with due with work and other things. I also did some Tom Clarence's Ghost Recon Breaking Point. Again, I had to pre-record it. Again, quality as good as I'd like it to be, but and of course I do keeps freezing up. I mean, it freezes up when I'm playing with friends of mine, when I'm playing it online. I've also bought another new game. It's an older one. I can't think what it is at the moment. It'll come to me. Memory loss. It's another shoot me game based on Army. About the only thing I bought in the Black Friday deals. To be fair, there were a lot out there that I wanted to purchase. I was looking, hoping that the PC prices would have come down a little bit more, but nothing come down to that much where I could think, right, I'm having a bargain. So that's why I purchased a new PC on Friday. Nice to see I lost my company vans as well. I thought that might have been causing me problems. I think it was a sound issue with this game the other day why it was crashing, because every time I got to a certain sound the PC would stutter and just go off. So anything sound related with this game I disabled or uninstalled it, and hopefully they'll stay there. Yep. Slow down for him. Was going to overtake, but of course I have got to get in that lane as soon as he's gone past me, because I'm in the wrong lane. Come on, lot. Truck, don't force me. It's absolutely fantastic sitting here back with my cushion. I really do miss it when game manufacturers don't put, is it telemetry I think it's called, where things vibrate via the sound of the games that you play. Oops, getting a little bit too close. And of course I've got to come down my gears now because it slowed me straight down. Now we should be doing 60 mile an hour on this road. I ain't even doing 25. I keep building the speed up, otherwise I'm going to have that thing come up in a minute. Your delivery is late now, customers expect deliveries on time message. But you can only drive as fast as the road goes. So if the road and the traffic's worse, there's a lot we can do. Now what I do like, since I've bought this tracking bar, or TrackIR, is I don't seem to be wobbling all over the road. Now sometimes I jitter, and that's due to the physics, as there's no stabling of the truck or the wagon, yeah? So that's why I bobble about. But sometimes it's due to having the force feedback a little bit high on the wheel. It'll make the wheel go like that, so I can feel it more. But I think I've knocked it down, and I'm doing it on this stream tonight. So again, that must have been on the setting on number 2 on my wheel, as I ain't messing with that now. That's for Wreckfest. I could do with about 10 profiles for these wheels from Fanatec, I tell you. Because you get your wheels right and you think, and then all of a sudden you go and change your wheel settings and think, shit, I've lost my settings. So but the only thing what I've really done well is make separate profiles for the games that I play with this TrackIR. I mean, Wreckfest I got none, so I'd have to run for that. Neither for FA truck game, that I got one on neither. But everything else has. Project Cars has got one, or Project Cars 2 should I say. Assetto Corsa Competizione, they got the same profile. American's got one, so has Euro. For the rally I use Assetto Corsa profile. Again, I had a go at that the other day. It's another game that I can't wait to play, as I do enjoy playing it. I ain't that good at it, to be fair, the rallying, but I've seen all the other rally games out there. People were saying, well, this and that and that, and the Rally 2.0 had just come out, so I thought, well, you know, go with a new one. Some like it, some don't. I think it's good. The only game I made a profile for yet with this tracking is the F1, which is F1 2019. Again, I have got F1 2018. I don't know whether I'll ever play the F 2018 again. Who knows? Might do. Let's get over all I can.
Keep right, and then exit right.
That was good thinking. Oh,
Exit right.
now the road's closed off, so I couldn't really turn right. Now that day told me that there was a problem there, so normally it'll say there's a thingy bob on the road and you need to make a change, so I'm just going to follow the reroute what the sat nav's made. Probably have to go and drive about 50 mile out my way. Looks the case. Like I'm going to be driving up and then coming back on myself, according to that map. Welcome to Idaho. A 60 mile road, I'm doing a steady 55.
And then exit right.
Yeah, it's up and over. So it's been that much. Is he going the same way as me? No.
Exit right.
But I have got to stop at the top of here, so let's come down the gears.
Turn left.
Now what are you stopping for? They tend to stall a lot, these cars do. On, yeah, the computer generated ones. I've noticed that. Anyway, back on myself now to go and deliver this trailer. Due to that accident being on the road. Again, that's another new feature. Not new in American, as it's been in a bit now. It will be introduced into Euro trucks when the 136 update comes out for Euro. Again, I knew I'd be getting that message about the customers expecting their deliveries on time again when there's a crash or anything on the road. Now that's what I love about TrackIR. Stick my head out the window and think, right, no messing about with no mouse or anything, just turn your head, and you can see on the webcam I ain't turning my head a great deal, just slightly. I got 190 degree rotation, and again 180 that way as well. But that's sometimes when I've got passengers in here. You can look forward, you can do everything. It is so good. It helps with the driving. You can just drive. You ain't got to mess about, you know. I think the only time I take my hands away sort of from the screen is to look at my button box. It's only because the button box isn't right there, it's here. It's just down a little bit from me. Right, what we got? Nothing. Trying to hit the gas again. Time to get some lights on as well. It's just going dark. But again, that's the love of a button box. Now I did say I was going to buy a button box. I don't need one. I've got enough buttons on my keyboard and I've got enough buttons on my wheel. You know what? I'm glad I bought a button box. It was a good purchase. Now again, I'm already late. I've got to go now pull into my Wade. So again, more messing about. Right? Now what should have been a short journey has ended up a long journey. Again, this is what I love about it. Look, yeah, just turn your head, it'll stay there, and as soon as you finish looking, bang, back.
Finding a new route.
Now TLBI tracking couldn't do that, no matter how much I've tried. Now that just told me to pull over, and there's nothing there to be weighed. Or did it say I could bypass it? Probably said bypass it. Oh well. It's me not reading it right. Now, is he going to let me back out? Probably, eh?
Keep right, and then exit right.
But I've got to keep right anyway, as I'm leaving this freeway like now.
Right.
So, I ain't got to really worry about it.
Keep right, and then turn right.
And then brakes now. It's a mod that's on the Steam Workshop, and it makes them. Oh, wait, they just sound more original, rather than the ones that come box standard with the game. Same with the parking brake as well. I don't use it very often, but if anybody's wondering why that noise sounds a lot different to theirs, that is the reason why. It's due to putting a mod on. Again, I don't run that many mods unless them stating 136 plus. Otherwise you get conflictions like I did the other day.
Go straight on.
If I can stay here. You hear that? Every time I put the brakes, here's the the parking brake. And when you release it, it does sound like the one in the game. I think it sounds, I won't say American, or how an American truck would sound, yeah? And when I mean like that, like, I know it's an old film with Smokey and the Bandit. You'd hear their trucks in that film, well that sort of sounds like that kind of brake, rather than the one CSE had put into it, yeah? Showing me age here now, Smokey and the Bandit, Jesus. That was a cracking film back in my day. We went out with a lad. Anyway, I'm nearly at the destination. I know I ain't gonna have an excellent. I ain't crashed the truck or anything or damaged anything. It's just late, so I probably will be late.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Now, I had a little LED that used to tell me what gear I was in. Again, it don't help with these steering wheels, the settings you core change. I'd like to make the wheel a little bit higher so I can see all the dials and shit. But again, you can only change it as much as possible. So sometimes my wheel gets covered and I can't see it. Anyway, we've made the destination and we're here. Proof's in the pudding now, see if I'm late. Looks like a big yard with loads of other jobs in. Well, not that many jobs, they're made for me. I hope not, anyway, there's loads of trucks there. Anyway, let's have a look what we gotta do. Hey!
Your route guidance is now finished.
My route going there is finished as well. Right, that don't seem too bad to try and park this little truck in. So let's have a look what we're going to do. Right, I hope we've got out of 13th gear. All thumbs and fingers on the old... What's it going? Come on. Well, stalling don't help. Right, let's have a look where we're going. Now, if my memory... is this the one that's got... No, it's a... Some of these have got roads, so you'd be trying to park the truck up, and there'd be wagons coming through, but they put a fence in this one. Now, I did something like similar to this, and as I was parking it, there was vehicles coming towards me, but they've blocked it in, so that's good. I'm going to use that if I can. Sometimes you can go into areas, and I think that's stopped me going in there, even though it's like I can drive into it. Now, is this one of these funky ass trailers that going to be a little bit hard to steer? I'll try and do this just using solely my mirrors and a little bit of head tracking. And I've now got to go forward a little bit. Which way am we? I'm hitting something. Not good. Not one of the easiest trailers to park, but keep doing. Swing that right round. I must just be catching that other trailer behind me, so I'm going to do this. That way I can see where I'm going. Can't get it into reverse. It is that other trailer I'm hitting slightly. Not too much. I'm just catching it. It's all about the angle, eh, when you're parking these truck wagons up. If you ain't got that angle, I think that's got it. Well, it's at least got me where I'm seeing, where I'm hitting it anyway. So, oops, steering wheel's all over the place. I'm back with the mirror. No, I don't want to skip. I wish they'd get rid of that skipping parking message. I absolutely detest seeing it. Now what gear am I in? Boy, I might. Wouldn't go into fuss then. Come on, swing it round. Round we go. Hopefully this time it should go green. I'm hoping it'll go green. Yep, there we go. And there we have one parked truck. At last. Took a little bit of time, but and I did get excellent doing it as well. So that could be too bad. Right then, I did say I'd do an hour stream, so current jobs, let's pick another one and let's shoot somewhere else. Right, that's a big one. Now that's one of them special jobs. I ain't done one for ages, so you know, let's take it on. Now if you've never seen one of these, this is part of one of the DLCs that we buy for American trucks, and it's special deliveries. Now I've got to follow either maintenance or a police car. Now if I follow the police car, I'm going to have a driver behind me as well at the back. So what the aim is, well, it tells you there. There's a police car or some maintenance vehicle in front. I've got to stop between the two vehicles. So they ain't hard to do. It's just other cars sometimes get in your way. That's what makes these hard. And of course, with them being big trailers, you've got to swing the trailer out. You know, making sure you don't hit nothing, because as soon as you hit something and you know, then it's one of them, check your mirrors. Now I might have not got that right, and I hope I have. I'm trying to correct it now. Oh, here we go. I'd ace to that lamppost, so I ain't even out of the place yet. You gotta love live entertainment, eh? Right, let's try that again. Now I might not be able to correct this. Let's hope I can, because I don't want to have this big trailer stuck. Because this ain't just your little trailer, it's a massive one, and I think I have got it wedged. Not smarty. Oh, look at the state of that. Right. Just when you think you couldn't get it nowhere, I'm trying to reverse a big super double trailer like this. Not one, I think this is part of 2 trailers there. Yeah, see how it's like sort of jackknifing on me now. So I'm going to do my best to get this out of shit, as they say. It's no good him doing a dance with his arms, eh? But hey, that's what loads of time on Euro trucks does. Helps you to correct your errors. Now, I damaged the truck, even messing up at the start. Now there's the vehicle that's waiting for me, which is this police car, yeah?
Turn left.
See, he's just started to go. This oversized other truck will be there as well. Now I got to worry about no traffic signals, because everything, I got the right of way on all these roads now, so I'll go through red lights, the complete lot, as long as I go through and stay behind the police car. I call it the police car, I've got to stay right behind him. Again, I'm starting to lag a little bit, but again, that's the PC for you, or as I'm calling it at the moment, a bag of shit. Because it is a bag of shit. Well, not a bag of shit, I mean, sort of. Anyway, I'll end my stream of American trucks tonight with this one. Now it's only been a little stream, but I've had a lot of gaming today, what with Wreckfest. Man must be fed. So
go straight on.
Now they tend not to be long journeys when you're doing special jobs like this, but they still do try and test you by putting awkward bends in the road where you got tight turns and stuff like that. So, you know. Now they set the speed limit. Now he's telling me to keep it between the 2 vehicles, yeah? It's B, just coming slightly out of the 2 vehicles, so I'm trying to prevent all the cars or lorries from overtaking, yeah? Now we got a turn right here, so I'm going to indicate, even though I don't really need to, because the whole road is closed off. Well, I am gonna get a big wide berth. Hopefully that police car will hurry up and do its business and move out my way. Now sometimes it'll stop and say we've got to wait for the vehicle behind, which then messes me up. I've even had times where the police car don't even move. I did that on Euro trucks. Now he's moved over, so I've got to move over. Again, it's going well at the moment.
Keep left.
And they all add to the achievements that you get within the game for moving these special big deliveries. You do big houses as well, you know how they move mobile homes in America. Well, you can do that. This is part of this DLC. I can't remember which DLC it is. I know it's special deliveries, but it's for these big cargoes. That's what they call them. But as you can see, all the roads are closed off by the police and everything, so you've got one straight run at it. Again, moving back into this little lane. There's only me, the police car and the car behind. But the minute I hit the police car or anything, it would be all over. It would let me restart it at the point where it saved it. Which again, you do try and do this the first time round and do it nothing. Tells me I should be going 40 mile an hour. I'm actually going less than that. But if I do speed up to about 40, then the police car in front will speed up to about 40. So let's get up to the 40 mile an hour. Anything more than that and the police car will slow me down. Yeah. So you can't come into this and think, oh, I'm going to speed up and get it as fast. I mean, even the police bikes have closed the road off. I mean, I love this game. It's cracking. He's waving the traffic on. I mean, if you're looking at a game, if you've never seen this, where you've been, you know, especially anybody that's wanting to have something for Christmas, again, or you've just bought yourself a wheel and you don't know what games to play, because you know, it is great when you do buy a wheel.
Keep right and then exit right.
All these games come to life. It's nice playing them on an Xbox pad, I suppose, but you can play them with a wheel
Right.
and drive. And this is a driving game to purchase. CSC, I've got this on a special at the moment. Same with Euro. I think it's I don't know what the official price. I don't know if it's still there from Black Friday like prices. For all the, I think the base game and some of the DLCs have come down in price. Whether Steam have put them back up to the original, I do not know. But even if they am, it's still a cheap game. And when it comes to modifying, well, there's a big modifying community out there. Dedicated people that will make maps for this, make skins for the trucks. Basically everything that's playable in this game can be modified. You'll never be bored with this game. Never. And of course, if you're like myself and others who've got VR or any tracking devices, motion platforms or vibrating cushions in my case, games like this come to life. You know, adding that a little bit more. I mean, I'm gonna give myself the next 2 or 3 years. I intend to get VR headset, motion device for the rig I'm sitting in, and some turbo wind fans. Again, the VR and the turbo fans can be purchased pretty easily. After the PC, then the next thing will be that motion add-on for this next level racing. Again, it does come with some traction device as well, but the room ain't big enough for the traction device. So I could change and put this rig anywhere else. It's now fixed to where it stays, but I can easily have the motion seat that will bounce me about a bit. That wouldn't be an issue. But again, it's all money. Unless I can win the lottery or win some money elsewhere or whatever, then I'd get it a lot quicker. But that's what I'm aiming for. Once I got the PC and other 3 things, and I think I'll be satisfied with what I've got. Well, I'm satisfied now, but you know, just to add a little bit more to the rig. Now this has turned out not as bad as I thought it would, this delivery. It ain't really give me any challenging roads or bends. Them a little bit harder to do, I think, inside of Euro trucks because of islands and stuff like that. Where in America it's mainly all flat. I think there's only I've seen 2 islands or 1 in this game, wherein of course Euro there's islands and all sorts of stuff. They do pick the quickest route according to the sat nav. Again, I don't know how close we am to getting there. I hope it could be. Is that coming? No, I'm going past it. I thought that was it then. Here on the right on the sat nav, but it ain't. And again, should be doing 40. I'm doing a steady 35. So again, I had to worry about braking speed limits. I just don't want to run into the back of him, which again you can do when you're a little bit heavy on the accelerator. I know it was only about a 2 hours 40, I think it was, in game time for this delivery. It should be coming up close to the destination. Oops, too much revs. That's one good thing about driving at night, you can see for miles with the lights and that. If I was streaming, I wouldn't have the LEDs on. Again, they're flashing to the sound of the engine and the acceleration as I've got them underneath my cushion. Now this should be good, because I'm going to feel these train tracks now. Every time I go over anything like that, I feel all that. I see how it's made like an S bend, so you know we got to drive fairly safe, slow. See, we got another turn right at the bottom of this road. Whether it's a turn or it's just a continuous like loop, probably would be. Better slow down. He makes all the oncoming traffic slow. As you see me pulled over to the left then and made that wagon slow completely down. These are rumble strips for me.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Give this a wide one. Then it's a long trailer. Again, nice to be able to check your mirror as I'm swinging the wagon back round. Tenth gear should be fine for how much we need acceleration. I did the same again. He'll slow that wagon straight down, then he'll move back over. See how he moves to the left and then moves back to the centre of the lane. You know, trying to mimic how you would escort a vehicle. Again, traffic flow due to it being night, there ain't a great deal of traffic on. These are good to do in the day when there's a load of traffic on. Again, they would close the road, I think, you know, with more cars spawned onto the game. There's more there to close off. He'll slow all these down. These will come to a standstill. As you can see, he's gone middle lane, or into barely the middle. He's gone back again. Now he's a little bit of a bendy, windy bit. So again, it's telling me 35.
And then continue straight on.
Just follow the road round. Every road exit's closed off. Nothing will come through them. So we ain't got to worry about oncoming vehicles at traffic lights. Now this probably would have been nicer of a daytime, and again, it always seems to me when I'm streaming it's always night times. But again, like I say, you can see for miles. I mean, this game, both of them, they look really good when they're out of 400% scaling. They do look really good. Of course, I could run it at that at the moment. I'm doing well to be streaming it at 4K, 60 frames, and being on camera and being on voice. You know, I'm asking too much of this PC as it is. But it's a good job that this game ain't so intensive. Otherwise, this would be another one that I wouldn't be able to stream at such higher quality or such high resolution. So man, I've got it on the bare minimum. Well, I think the bare minimum is 100. I think I got it on 150 for scaling. So it's a 35 road, and I'm doing about 34, 33 mile an hour. Less than that now. I've just applied my brakes. And this should just end near enough my hour stream here on American Trucks. But I'll probably be back later on tonight or through the night with a bit of Euro Trucks. Oh, no, 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 don't tip me wagon. Oh, not smarty. What's tipped me over? Or whatever's tipped me over has tipped me back up. That was good. I bet you couldn't do that again. Yeah, see, he'd help, did he, being in the way? Let's hope if I could get into first gear. Now why am you trying to get past me? I've got to stay between that so he drives in front. That's clever, eh? I should be in between him and the one behind me. So why has he got in front? He still ain't backing down, so I can turn it in. Oh well. I tell you, this one I got to turn. It's this one.
Get ready to turn left.
And I thought I'd
Turn left.
lost it all then. I still might do if this red card. I'll do one. Told you. Ah, they damaged the escort vehicle. See, that's what it's waiting for now. That's what happens when you hit one of the vehicles. But he was in my way, so what am I supposed to do? Bloody game. Come on. I bet you'll eat him again. Guarantee. Oh, bloody game. Anyway. Well, it's put me across the bridge, so you know what? I'm gonna... That boy, could I go anywhere? I'll stay behind him, shall we? And I can get the bloody thing into gear. Stick some lights on. See, he knows what he's done. But what am you doing? I'm supposed to be in the middle of them two. Not where he is. But he won't let me overtake.
Get ready to turn left.
Go on then.
Turn left.
Again, he's just done it. Nah, I'm rolling. Nah, it's time for a parking brake. Oh, I was doing so well as well. And it just keeps stalling on me now. Now you'll hear that parking brake. No. Right, bear with me, folks. Ah, dear, not smarty. Right.